Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 on the Citroen DS3. We took the front bumper off. All these lights, side lights and fog lights, they're all servable, which is good. Just taking all this front end off. I haven't got any parts yet, but I want to see the extent of the damage. So just taking all these off. 3 bolts here, 13mm. Take the crash bar off. The crash bar actually looks pretty good. It's just these bits here which is detachable. But yeah, 3 bolts to that. So we're taking them off. I've pushed the wings back a bit, so the gap's a lot better. So when I open the door, it doesn't touch it. So that's a little close there, but top's good, bottom's good. Yeah, there's 2 bolts in here to take the bumper off, 10mm. Some on that side. Just ripped all that off. I'm just going to take this crash bar off, get the slam panel off, take the all the rads out, and then we'll put them back on. Won't put the SE one back on obviously because that's toasted. But I've just checked as well, there's nothing in it. So we'll take the rad off here. I'm pretty sure there's no coolant anyway. No, there's not, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much leakage. This one here, but there's a big hole in that one. So we'll take them all back off and then try and put some of them back on. Just no water gets in while we're waiting on the new bits. We have got the tripod, so I can't put it on time lapse, so we'll just remove this and then I'll cut back in.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking.
Alright, so we've took all the bumper and AC off and everything. So this is what we're left with. You can see this needs a little tiny adjustment. That'll be alright. This one's a little worse. I'll either try replace it, or I'll try bend it back, see what it looks like. The leg itself's fine, it's just this post here. Then the other thing, we've got this needs replacing. The bottom one's fine. I'll have a look. I might just replace them both while I'm here. This obviously needs replacing. The intercooler and then the rad pack. Yeah, we've got all the damage off basically, apart from them. We'll leave them till we get the new ones in, and then we'll replace both of them, pull the front bend back on. Alright, so I've got the new master cylinder here, and I was just going to replace this part. It comes out, you just take that clip off and replace this bit, but on the one in the car, this plastic surround here is snapped, so I need to replace the whole thing. So now I need to try and get to it down here. I'm gonna have to remove all of this stuff, try and get to it and replace this whole unit. So I can't really set you up anywhere, so I'll just start taking bits off till we get to it, and then I'll cut back in when I've got to the bit in the car. But I can't even really see it from here, so I just need to take all these tubing off and air filter and everything, air box, and then hopefully we can get to this and replace it today. Alright guys, change of plan. If you can see that little thing there with that green pipe coming out, the black box there, try zoom in on it. If you look to the left, I don't think you can see it actually. No. Well, there's a cable coming off anyway, and it's completely different to this one. It's only got 2 pipes coming out of it, because that's a start-stop one. So I've had a look, and the cheapest one I can find is 100 quid. So it looks like I'm just going to have to spend a bit of dosh getting that sorted. But I've got the part for this I can change out, but it is sagging, so I don't know if I want to. I might do. I've got this bit as well I need to change. I might just wait till I get this front end though, which I still haven't got hold of yet, so I need to get one. So get this front end ordered. Got this CO2, should be coming soon. It's all broken. But yeah, I need to order a new one of these because that's the wrong one. I was hoping I'd get away with just changing that, but I can't, so never mind. So I'll put this pipe back on, and then just have to wait till some new bits come. I'll order some bits and get them in. Right, just installed the new O2 sensor. Lovely. That's the old one. I did end up, well, the car's locked, but I'll grab the key. I did end up using that old master cylinder and just took the tube out just to see if I could get the car moving, and it moves. Obviously it's not the right bit, so I need to get a new bit, but I just wanted to test it and it's working, so that's good. So the gearbox and that should be sound. Obviously it was moving back and forth. I obviously went into first gear and reverse, so I'll have to see. Get that new bit on though. Waiting for parts still. Alright, so we're back on it, got some parts in today. Got a headlight and the rad. So I've put all the rad back on. It's a new rad here, a new second hand. Put the fan on, connected both the pipes up. Gonna fill it with water, make sure it's not leaking or anything. Just took the intercooler off. Got a new one of these coming, but I'm gonna bend this out in a sec. I've just bent this one out. That's looking spot on now. Nice flat. It's looking as it should. Maybe need a tiny little bit of tweaking, but more or less spot on. So I'm gonna start on this one now and see what it looks like when I'm done with it. Right, so just bent this one out as well. Probably needs a little bit more fiddling with, but wait till I get the slam panel because it hasn't arrived yet. Then we can check exactly where it needs to be. Put the new one of these on, and the new this one as well. The air in like outtake or whatever for the turbo. So that's all sorted. I've got a new intercooler coming, but hasn't arrived yet, so I've just put that back on so no water gets in it. I mean, a bit of water might get in it from there, but nothing will go in the pipes. So yeah, that's that all sorted. All I'm waiting on is a slam panel. Just ordered a new AC line here. I took it off and got the part number off the back. So we've got that one coming. Basically just waiting on parts. I've got one headlight. I've ordered both of them. Yeah, I've got this new headlight here. What else we got? DRLs, fog lights. These here are for when the slam panel goes on, it directs the air into the rad. And this is the brackets for the bumper. Still haven't got a bumper or bonnet. I did buy a bonnet, but then it was damaged, so that was not good. So we're still waiting on, still need to get a bonnet and a bumper. Everything else will be spot on. I've ordered another master cylinder. That'll be a fun job to do. I did put the old one back on, I think I said in a video, but it's been a couple of days since I did that. So we have got clutch pressure now, and it was going back and forward, but it's the wrong one. So I will need to change that so the start-stop works. That was a couple of quid. More than expected, but yeah. Just waiting on them bits coming now. Alright, it's the next day now, and the new rad's intercooler. So change this one out. Big old broken one. I'm still waiting on this coming. But yeah, changed the intercooler out. We've got another headlight came. Obviously we can't put them on yet. Still waiting on the slam panel. What else? Master cylinder, that's the other thing. So we've got the master cylinder now. Where have I put that? Probably put it inside somewhere, but so yeah, we'll get this intercooler changed out and then put the new master cylinder on. See how easy that is to do. But yeah, to change this, literally just unscrew both of these, pull it off, put the new one on. Right, so we've got the new intercooler on. There's the old one. I'm going to start removing all these connections now to get to the master cylinder. Remove this pipe, move all the airbox, and then hopefully there should be enough room down there to get my hands in you can just about see it just behind that clip there. That's where we need to go. It's quite far down, but I feel like if we get the airbox out, I should be able to get in there quite easily. And then remove the master cylinder and get the new one put in. Alright, so we've removed the top airbox, 2 screws in there. Then there was 2 screws here to remove the airbox. It's kind of stuck there though, so we've just moved it to the side. And now as you can see, that's the culprit there. We've took one of the brake lines off and the switch at the end, and you just twist it like that way. And then now it's free-ish. This pipe here is in the way. So we're going to try and move that and get it out. Where's the new one at? Here's a new one. It's got connectors on it and all sorts of like start, stop and stuff. We've removed this one. We haven't removed this yet because I'm not even sure how that's removed. I think you just pull on it, but I have to have a little look into that so I don't break it. Yeah, we're just trying to get this out now, and then when that's out, we'll put the new one back in. I also disconnected it from the inside. Just took this clip, took it off the clutch. Make sure you do that. Alright, so we've got that all on now. That's the new one in. There's 2 brake lines on it, and then there's 1 electrical cable. So you literally just take them, all the cables off it, twist it out, pull it out, push the new one back in, twist it in, and put them connectors back on. It wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be worse, to be honest with you. Put the airbox back on, put the old air filter in. We will give it a service or something like that. Put this line back on. I just need to go inside, connect it up, and then down here is where you bleed it. That's where we'll bleed it from. Get all the air out of the system. But if we've done all that, we should have a lovely clutch then, and hopefully no cords on the dash. So we'll get back to you when we've fitted all this in, and we'll see what cords we've got left, but we shouldn't have any. Need to bleed it obviously, so that'll be the last one we do. Alright, so that's all situated now. We got the airbox back on and everything. All these pipes back on, so everything's sorted. Intercooler on today. And I've just bled it. Basically all you do is you take this little cover off this nipple. You take this first, there's 2 clips on here, you take the first one out, and this black piece here, you pull it that way, and then the clutch fluid will come out of here. And we had a little bleeder thing here that we used. Brake bleeder. It's a lot easier. And I just pumped on the pedal a couple of times while doing that. Got all the air out. Filled it back up. I drove it back and forth, but not far obviously. Just literally like to here and back. But when we get the front end back on, I'll take it for a good ride and make sure it's alright. And if it needs bleeding again, we'll bleed it again. It'll be easy to bleed though when all the stuff's on anyway. So yeah. Next video we should be hopefully getting the slam panel, front bumper, bonnet, and it all put back together, a good clean. Brother cleaned the windscreen and the inside. It's looking a lot better now. But yeah, thanks for watching, stay tuned for part 3, and see you then.